What's up, YouTube? This is Slide 8 Fry. So I'm going to take on Triforce Cup again on Mirror Class. The last time I took this on Mirror Class, I was Cat Peach, and I was unfairly beaten up by items a lot that kind of determined some of the races, including the first track I played at where I was in first the whole time. I got hit by 2 red shells to end up in 5th, I think it was. So I don't want none of that. I played as Orange Yoshi when I played the Yoshi Egg Cup on 100cc, which was not recorded. So I'm gonna, instead of do Yoshi, I'm gonna do Shy Guy this time. How does an orange Shy Guy look? Okay, I don't mind that. That's cool. Let's see. What will I use? Okay, I kind of like this one. I'll go for it. Lots of good handling, some pretty good speed. Acceleration is not so good, but that's all right. All right, let's hope I don't get treated unfairly this time. But also, I gotta play really well too. If I didn't play didn't play that as good as I could have either. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Alrighty. Dang it. I wasted a red shell. At least it protected me from being nailed by his red shell. Ah, but then that happens. Alright, that's enough, Yoshi. Stop. Ah. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, this is really tough. This is not going so well. Alright. In my last video, I think I mentioned something about what my favorite Mario Kart game is, and I actually, yeah, I put a little, not that much thought into it, but yeah, I'm gonna say it's this one actually. This one is the best one. There are some things that annoy me about it, but all the content that's available in this game, and the DLC and just everything you could already do in this game and all the new features and stuff. I mean, this game's awesome. And the items are a lot more fair than they were in Mario Kart Wii. Any Mario Kart was more fair than Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii, the item handicap was ridiculous. Of course, I still have issues getting hit by items in this game too, but it's not too ridiculous. I need to take the lead. I don't want to be in second. That him up there? Yeah, there he is. That's what you get, baby Mario. The only issue I have on this game is that when you have triple shells going around you, it still takes up the item slot. In Mario Kart 64, it did not take up the item slot. Therefore, you can actually carry another item instead of having just the shells. So that's what Mario Kart 64 did, right? They must have done it this way for maybe balancing, I'm not sure. Because one of the issues in Mario Kart 64 is that you could, like, at least in sometimes in like battle mode or something, you could actually have a triple shell going around you, and then you'll have a triple shell in reserve. It's like, oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. So, obviously with it still taking up the item slot while the shells are spinning around you, therefore, it's making sure that you can't end up having 6 shells. Alright. I gotta say, just like the other track they brought back from Super Mario Kart onto this game, Donut Plains 3, which was one of the hardest tracks in the original Super Mario Kart. It's just like this track was pretty hard in the original Super Mario Kart as well, if you weren't careful. They made it a lot easier than it was in this game than it was in the original. Same thing with Donut Plains 3. So I wish they would have made it like not that much easier, because especially Donut Plains 3. Donut Plains 3 in this game is actually really easy, but in Super Mario Kart, it's a hard track. Woo! Scary. No. Ah. Oh, I thought oh, yeah, he did fall off. Okay, I was gonna say. Wow, I actually hit somebody with a bomb in this game. That's actually one of the negatives I found about this game, is that it's actually it seems a lot harder to hit somebody with a bomb in this game. I think he ran... Did he actually get squished by it? I think he actually got squished by it. I mean, I'd understand if he actually ran into the front of it, but he actually got squished by it? What a freaking bozo. What a moron. Now, I'd like to know from you guys watching, what is actually your favorite racing game? Is it a Mario Kart game, or is it another racing game? My favorite racing game for a long time was actually Burnout 3. I used to play it on my brother's original Xbox, you know, like 10 years ago. And that game was incredible. It was a long game with a lot of challenges to take on. But since downloading Sonic and AllStars Racing Transformed to my Wii U, I think that's actually my favorite racing game. Despite how good this game is, and I love this game is amazing, I actually prefer Sonic and AllStars Racing Transformed. For a few reasons. It has nothing to do with the characters. It's all because of the gameplay. Completely because of the gameplay. And the content that's available in that game. One thing that Mario Kart DS had that its successors and predecessors didn't was missions, which added, you know, extra content, extra things to do in that game, extra things to complete. The missions themselves are really easy, but it was an interesting idea. And I think if Nintendo would have... Oh, awesome. I got 2 enemies with that. If Nintendo would actually explore the idea of it more in this installment, maybe with DLC or something, that would make there be even more content in the game and more to complete. I mean, the main joy of the game would be to play online and beat other people, but I mean, don't you also want to have more things you can do throughout the game to complete that are rewarding in some way? Like, that aren't too difficult to do, you know? That's what the mission provided in Mario Kart DS, but ever since then, they stopped doing that. brought up those missions, and I was talking about Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform. Sorry I got off track. It's just, it reminded me of the missions in Mario Kart DS. Oh, I was trying to hit him with a banana, and I left myself open for that red shell. If I only delayed my throw enough, I would have noticed the red shell coming and not thrown the banana at all. But in Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, they have the World Tour mode, which allows you to take on different challenges throughout the game. And they get increasingly harder, and you can change the difficulty around. The challenges, a lot of them involve just racing everybody and trying to get first place. Or there's racing with only speed boosts but no other items. There's also other challenges like trying to destroy a tank with rockets while you're driving and try not to get hit by the bombs and stuff that it tries to hit you with. Great. Now my lead's only 4 points, so I better do quite a bit better at the last race. There's segments where you fly through rings, but it's actually good. It's not like Superman 64 where the controls are god-awful. Let's see. There's elimination races where if you're far enough ahead of that you're having a series of 1 versus 1 races on one go. Each person you beat, you bring in another opponent. Usually, after you beat the 5th opponent, you win, or the 6th opponent. It's an interesting style of racing that they do in the World Tour mode. So, because of all this content, among other things, I like Sonic and All-Stars Racing the most. There's a lot that you have to complete. I have about, I think, like 210 of the medals or stars you can collect throughout the game. And you have to collect a total of like 235 to get 100% completion. So, and if you get 100% completion, you unlock the very last thing that you need to unlock, which I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's like some new vehicle of some sort. Of course, the characters in the game are interesting, since it's, and I'm not, by the way, I'm not talking about Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. I've never played that game. I don't know, I guess I found it less appealing, being that it was like basically just a rip-off of Mario Kart or something, but I probably would enjoy the game if I played it. But right now, I just don't think it's something that sparks my interest. The sequel, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, is actually the sequel to that game. Why it says Transformed is because during the race, which is really cool, during the race you can transform into a boat to go across water, or transform into a plane that flies in the sky. And of course, okay, I got some extra rupees. Among other things. And sometimes hazards happen to the track itself that actually cause you to actually have to fly in a plane on the next lap. So in some tracks, each lap is different than the last, which is really interesting. Alright, well, it turned out to be domination anyways. I got 55 points, which is good enough for at least a star ranking. I guess I talked too much about the other game. I suggest you check out footage from footage I posted of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed and see for yourself. A lot of interesting challenges. The online play is fun and stimulating. You can get it on PS3, Xbox 360, and Wii U, so it's multi-platform. In case you're somebody who doesn't have a Wii U and can't play this, you can play that. So, yeah, anyways. Maybe someday if I decide to do video game reviews, as long as I actually get the support to do it, I'll definitely do a review of that game and talk more in depth about it. Also, the items are more skilled. The items are more skillful. It's easier to hit enemies with items that shoot straight because they travel really fast, and it's less about items than it is about skill for sure. It's a more skill-based racing game than Mario Kart because Mario Kart sometimes the items are the determining factor. In Sonic AllStars Racing and Transform, most of the time the items are not. Sometimes, on rare occasion they are, but most of the time they are not. Anyways, sorry I went on about that game, but as you can see, that's my favorite racing game of all time. Mario Kart 8 is up there. I think Burnout 3 I like more than Mario Kart 8. But then there's Mario Kart 8. So Mario Kart 8 is my top 2 favorite racing games of all time so far. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope everything was informative, and I hope you weren't annoyed at the fact that I talked a lot about another game. Oh wow, look at that. The 3 Peach characters are 5, 6, and 7. Alright. Thanks for watching. That is it for my showcasing of the new DLC. Please like, comment, and most definitely subscribe because I will post videos of the Animal Crossing DLC when that comes out too. Thank you so much, and stay tuned also stay tuned for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U as well. Have a good one.